Hey guys, Chad here with My Daily Bourbon, and today we're going to be talking about Nulu cast strength uncut straight bourbon whiskey coming in at 112.2 proof. This is batch 1. On the back it says Nulu cast strength is an uncut, non-chill filtered straight bourbon whiskey. We delicately marry these bourbons together without water to achieve rich, robust, balanced flavors. Come experience the craft way, which, as my favorite saying from Chase, as he said on the Bourbon Life podcast, that's craft. So I've already had me a couple pours out of this. Chase, graciously sent this to me for the purpose of this review. I am a big supporter of their brand. I am not going to review this as something that is just a kiss ass. I want to put that out there just because I post about it so much. Onward with the bourbon. So my iPad is dead. I had the list of all the barrels I used on this. So there are several different cooperages, several different ages, and several different barrel amounts they have in here. They have some from Speyside, from ISC, from Kelvin, from, it's either Colombia or Colombian. It's like 20 barrels in all went into this, or just right around 20. I should have this memorized, but I don't. Went into this blend. So after all those together, that's not toasted or anything, that's just straight bourbons. There's even a few short barrels in there, so that adds more of that extra richness. Come out at 112 proof. So this should be hitting shelves right about now, depending on when I post this video. And sometimes I'm a month or 2 months out from posting a video from the time I record it. At the moment that I'm recording this, it is starting to distribute. On the nose, a little bit of cinnamon red hot candies. Nice maple note, like a mapley brown sugar. I do maple old fashions a lot. Like a smoked maple old fashioned is my go-to cocktail. I've got it perfected. I know exactly what I need. We make our own maple brown sugar simple syrup. I say my girlfriend usually does it. She does a good job at it. On the nose, reads just like that cocktail with a little extra oomph. There is a little bit of ethanol bite, but it's not a lot. 112 proof, cast strength whiskey, you kind of expect that. Nice like musty wood note in there, which I don't remember what ages these are. Once again, I should know that. I assume they're probably 4 to 6 ish. It's all on their Instagram page. I even made a post about when I got the bottle, and Chase told me all the deets on it. But I had all that typed up on my iPad, and I forgot to charge my iPad, and it's dead. So it's charging right now, but I want to get the review done while I have time. Yeah, cinnamon red hots, maple brown sugar, nice musty oak. Good bit of like butterscotch. Little hint of dried fruit. Kind of like a raisin, prune, cherry, or black cherry. It's just like, but it's not strong. There's just like a mild sweetness. I eat craisins, so like when I say dried fruit, like I know what dried cherry, I know what all these taste like, but the most regular one I eat is a craisin, and like when you open that bag, that smell is this, but it's not bitter like a cranberry. Nice punch of clove and black pepper up front. A little bit of citrus, like lemon, fresh lemon. Yeah, definitely lemon. That maple brown sugar comes through on the palate again. It's nice, it's rich, it's oily. This is just oily. Top to bottom, left to right, north, south, east, west, whatever you want to say. Oily. Man, it's that maple brown sugar note, and I'm a big fan of Kelvin. Kelvin barrels are usually my favorite, almost because they do too much. They hit just a little harder. They add that extra depth of oak. They're almost too much for some people. ISC is a little more on the mild side, so like a Char 4 or a heavy toast from them is, I'd say, probably a good 50% less than what a Char4 or a heavy toast from Kelvin will do. And Speyside, I would have not given two shits about Speyside cooperage had it not been for Chase and Jordan at Nulu, trying the different barrels that they've had that expanded my mind on cooperages, because I was like, yeah, Kelvin guy. Just because I love oak, I love rich oak, I love musty oak, I love that extra bitter oak punch. This has that. But I know some of the barrels in there are from Speyside, and Speyside cooperage, we've had a few toasteds that work from them. I've purchased a few toasteds that are from using Speyside as a secondary barrel, and by far some of the best quality of flavor coming out of a secondary maturation from a barrel that I've had. I like tasting the barrel influence, which I know that's where your vanilla, 70% of your flavor comes from the barrel, but I like being able to actually have that oak influence in there. And there's not too many barrels in here that are from separate cooperages. There's 10 from one cooperage, and then it's a breakdown of several from others. But there's enough oak influence in this to really kind of drive it home. Getting a earthy pepper, green pepper on the nose now after sitting here for a couple minutes and talking. Some leather it is a sweetened, sweet tobacco, almost like a flavored cigar, Fisher Sweet, black and mild kind of thing. It's got a good tobacco note. It's just the oily, the heavy, the rich, and that's one thing they're real big on is mouthfeel. And this is really just kind of hitting every notch, and I think they do a great job there. I mean, clearly I've got probably 70 bottles from Nulu or more. I've not counted, but non-chill filtered, cast strength. I mean, it's got nice color to it. There's so much MGP on the market these days, and I'm not complaining at all because I love MGP. It's just how everyone is individually doing their own spin on it. You've got Penelope who's blending the mash bills together, Brothers Bonds doing the same thing. Rare Character is a new brand I've been into because some of those barrels are actually in Kentucky. They've just hit a little differently. You got Nashville Barrel Company, but what I love about Chase and Jordan and their whole team over at Nulu is the extra finishing, the toasting, the double oaks, all the crazy stuff they're doing, the brandy, the maple, and just the blending. I mean, buy this. Great MGP and great blending of MGP, and the team behind it, their heart's in it. So always got to support the people who actually believe in what they're doing versus just cashing in on what's hot. So very big fan. Thank you, Chase. Thank you, Jordan. Thank you to the whole team over at Nulu for sending me this bottle for the purpose of review. I don't know. I told Chase I was having a bad week and he sent me a bottle of whiskey. So love them over there. Love this. Very good. Nice balance of spice. The finish is long on it. If you like good punch, oily, rich mouthfeels with nice clove and black pepper finishes with just a little hint of funk, this is for you. If not, still buy it. It's good. Let me know what you guys think about blending, about MGP. Do you think there's ever going to be a oversaturation of MGP brands? Because a lot of people getting into bourbon now kind of forget about 5, 6, 7 years ago, all the brands who were sourcing MGP then, and just no one cared or no one knew. So kind of curious what people's thoughts are. I'll talk back and forth. That's been my dog Evie. I'm Chad. Have a great day. Cheers, y'all.